You are being too good. And that is exactly why she is bored of you. While you're busy being the supportive partner, the consistent replier, and the honest man, she is subconsciously scanning the room for a mystery she hasn't solved yet. You think your transparency is a virtue? It's a death sentence for attraction. The moment a woman feels she has completely mapped your soul, you become a background character in her life. You become predictable, and in the world of primal desire, predictable is invisible. Napoleon Bonaparte didn't rule Europe by being understood. He ruled by being an enigma. But Napoleon had a secret teacher, the Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius. Napoleon provided the imperial presence, but Aurelius provided the calculated indifference. If you want her to forget every other man she's ever met, you have to stop being a person and start being a fortress. Stay until the end, because I'm going to reveal the value reset, the one cold-blooded move that forces her to chase your validation even if she was the one pulling away. But first, you need to understand why your current niceness is actually a form of social suicide. Nature abhors a vacuum, and so does the female psyche. When there is a gap in information, the human brain is biologically programmed to obsess over it until it is filled. This is the Zeigarnik Effect. Most men provide so much information that there is no work for her brain to do. Napoleon used the imperial silence to create a vacuum. When he was in a room, he spoke 90% less than everyone else. This forced his generals to stay awake at night wondering what he meant by a single nod. Silence is useless if your face betrays your anxiety. That is where Marcus Aurelius comes in. Aurelius taught that the best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury. To be truly unforgettable, you must master the art of calculated indifference. Marcus Aurelius sat at the head of the Roman Empire, surrounded by betrayal, war, and plague. His secret? Apatheia. Not a lack of feeling, but a refusal to be manipulated by feelings. The art of calculated indifference means you treat her approval as a preferred indifferent. It's nice to have, but you don't need it to be whole. When she senses that you are truly, deeply unbothered by her potential departure, you become a superstimulus. To trigger obsession, you must move to a variable ratio schedule. Use Napoleon's imperial heat when you are together. Be intensely focused, present, and magnetic. Then, the moment you part ways, flip to Aurelius's indifference. No checking in texts. Oh, did you get home safe? No validation seeking. She experiences a Stoic Flip. 1 hour you were the emperor, the next, you are a ghost. This creates a psychological fever. This leads to the climax, the frame displacement. When she feels your distance, she will try to ping you with a test. She might say, "You're being weird today." The weak man flinches. He explains. He loses. The synthesis of Napoleon and Aurelius uses frame displacement. You say, "I've noticed you've become very sensitive to my silence today. It's fascinating how much power my mood has over your day." You have just displaced the frame. You aren't the one being interrogated. She is the one being analyzed. Here is the final secret, the value reset. Attraction is a rubber band. To create obsession, you must pull the band until it's almost at the breaking point, then let go. At the absolute peak of your next interaction, when the intimacy is deepest, leave. Walk away, say you have a prior engagement, and give no details. The sudden drop from high intimacy to total indifference creates a psychological shock that lasts for days. But there is a catch. If you use this without the Aurelius foundation, it will fail. You must know the one thing Marcus Aurelius said that makes a man truly untouchable. That secret is waiting for you in our next breakdown. Click the video on the screen now to enter the inner citadel.